Don't mind me, good sir, madam. I'm just a poor old blind bastard with nowhere to go and nothing to eat.
That looks like the guy the spice merchant described. The one with the spices.
May the six grant me strength. As if this morning hasn't been trying enough. And what do you want, girl?
On
second thought, don't tell me. I'm not in the mood for idle chatter.
But
Magicals? Damn ghetto rats. And those rebels? More like terrorists, if you ask me. Not a day goes by without them troublemakers making trouble for the rest of us. They should stick them on a boat and send them out to sea, so as they don't bother honest humans trying to make an honest living. Call themselves freedom fighters, the terrorists do. But it's because of them that I'm stuck here. Again! Freedom? Freedom for who? From what? It's not like the Azadi are keeping us imprisoned. In fact, life's a damn sight better than it was before they came. If this is oppression, I don't want to be liberated.
Listen,
Ye gods, goddess. There's only one. Blessed be her name, etc.
You are so annoying. Listen to me. I just spoke with the spice merchant at the Southgate Market.
You'll have to wait until they reopen the ghetto, just like everyone else.
Well, he sent me to pick up a delivery of, Mrs. Mullen's mixed spices.
What? No, that's, all right. It's irregular, but I reckon I can part with it for a fair price.
He said it's been paid for already, and that you'd probably try to weasel more money out of me.
For the love of... I'll just tell him we'll sort it out when I get down there. Mind you, it could take a while. Doesn't look like they're reopening the ghetto anytime soon.
I'm sorry, but he said he needs the spices right away. He's out of stock.
I keep hearing this buzzing sound in my ear, but I don't see any black flies around. Only you.
You can ignore me all you want, but I'm not leaving. If you think you're having a bad day, you should try mine on for size.
By the Mojals. By the grace of the six blessed be their names. If you'll leave me be, I'll give you the bloody spices. And now, for the love of the goddess and for the sake of my sanity, let me be miserable in peace.
Absolutely. Won't bother you again. Thank you.
So cold, so hungry, so blind. Arms.
You can say what you will about the Azadi, but they are skilled builders.
She's a sprightly old lady. I think he's eager to get his delivery of Mrs. Mullen's mixed spices. Mrs. Mullen's mixed spices. Hey, I got your spices.
That's wonderful! Fantastic! What spices?
Oh, for crying out. You asked me to pick up your spices, remember?
Yes. Yes, I remember. Mrs. Mullen's spices. Oh, goodness me. Thank you, young lady. How indescribably wonderful.
You're welcome. Now, about Ben Rime's order?
Who? Ben Rime. Oh, yes. 1 pouch of Mrs. Mullen's mixed spices for the best mulled wine in Marcuria.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Wonderful! Enjoy your day, young lady, and do come back.
Get your fish fresh from the ocean.
Spices! Get your spices! Spices!
Don't mind me, good sir, madam. I'm just a poor...
Hello?
What?
It wasn't easy, but I got the spices.
It took you long enough, child. Did you get lost?
No, but I had to do a lot of running around. It doesn't matter. I have the spices now.
Good. There's a pot of red wine in the kitchen. Mix the spices in, let it boil for a while, and you have mulled wine.
Thank you so much. I appreciate all your help.
Well, you look like you need all the help I can give you, child.
I've added Mrs. Mullins's mixed spices to the wine. That should be it then. Mulled wine. It's an empty wine bottle. I've added Mrs. Mullins's mixed spices to the wine. That should be it then. Mulled wine. Hi there.
Arms for a poor... Oh, ha! It's ye. What tidings of joy do you bring me this time? Oh, just call me theoretically. We're friends now, ye and I. Alms for a poor old blind bastard.
Hey,
Ah,
what was it you want?
a bottle of
Mulled wine.
so cold, so hungry, so blind. Alms.
Here. Mulled wine made with Mrs. Mullins's mixed spices.
Ah, the sweet scent of Mrs. Mullins and Riverwood Red. Give it here, Pattle. Let me take a swig. Ah, by the balance, that hit the spot, it did. Ah, I'm most grateful, Petal. You've earned yourself a silver star in Blind Bob's book.
Glad you liked it. It wasn't easy getting it.
Without the journey, the reward isn't half as sweet. That's, what's her name? Old Chestnut round these parts. Still as true as the sky is green.
Green?
Had an accident with a chroma charm when I was a wee lad. Every morning Blind Bob wakes up, the sky's a different colour. Today it's green.
Hi there.
Arms for a poor...
Do you know where I can find Minstrom Magda?
Oh, he knows her, Blind Bob does. He knows her well. Nice lady. Best sort nut soup south of Lame Bastard Hill.
Do you know where she is today?
Oh, she moves around, Magda does. Ain't seen her round here in a while. You might try asking someone other than Blind Bob.
Like who? I don't know anyone in the city.
Well, you might have more luck asking Crazy Clara. Lives up Crab Bend, Clara does, on Hangman's Span, in view of Friar's Keep. Crazy as a turnip, Clara is. But she's also got a scout wing's eyes. She knows more than she lets on.
Thanks again.
Come back any time, Rose Petal. Don't mind me, good sir, madam. I'm just a poor old blind bastard with nowhere to go and nothing to eat.
Spices! Get your Mrs. Mullins here!
Fish, snap jaws, flappers, toast, get your fresh fish. Best fish in town, fresh out of the water.
It doesn't look like anyone lives here anymore. It doesn't look like anyone lives here anymore. That must be Clara. She certainly looks the part. Hi there. Are you crazy? Are you Clara by any chance?
You've been a bad girl, Clara. You'll have to be punished. My baby, my baby. Gone, gone, gone.
What happened to your baby?
Are you a spook? Do you dangle? Never fraternize with spooks, Clara. They can eat your soul.
I'm pretty sure I'm not a spook.
But you do dangle.
I do? I honestly don't know.
Dangle from their necks, the murderers do. Mind you stay good, Clara, or you dangle too. And then you turn into a spook.
Oh, no, I don't dangle. I'm alive, see?
No! Clara has been bad. She must be punished. No, please, no, it burns. Pretty thing, pretty thing. No more, please, no more.
God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Are you okay?
My baby, my beautiful baby. All gone, all gone. Sleep now, beautiful. Everything will be better in the morning. I'm sorry, Flower, I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to hurt you, Clara. So you lost something? Or someone?
My baby.
Yes, that part I got. Your baby. Is it a child? A pet?
Westerlings caught him in a net, just like a butterfly. That's illegal, that is. Can't have that now, can we? Boxed him right up. We'll take care of him, put him to sleep for you. Pretty thing. Poor thing, my baby.
So it is your pet. A dog? Cat? I'm guessing there are stranger pets in this world.
No stranger. Best friend. You'll never have friends. You've been bad. No, please no. My friend.
You said the Westerlings took him. Who are the Westerlings?
The ghetto's closed. Stand back. What's that you've got there, eh? Give us that thing right now.
The soldiers took him. What did they do with him?
We'll take care of him, we will. Gone. But close. So close. I still hear him, my baby. I still hear him crying.
Do you want me to help you find your baby?
Find baby?
Yes, if I can. I'll try. Do you know where he is?
Caged up like the twinkles in a diamond. He was coming home to Mammy. Home. Never again. Never, never.
Don't say that. We'll find him, okay? It doesn't look like anyone lives here anymore.
Get your fish fresh from the ocean. Best fish in town.
Hey,
Fish over the
you can't go in there.
best fish in town. Fresh over the water. Get your fish fresh from the ocean.
I told you to stay away from there.
We sell Mrs. Mullen's mixed spices. Not right now, usually.
Best fish in town. Fresh over the water.
Spices, we've got spices. Get your Mrs. Mullen's.
That must be Crazy Clara's pet. It's really cute. The poor guy must be scared. I should get him out of there right away.
Best fish in town. Fresh over the water. Fish, snapjaws, flatheads, dorsk. Get your fresh fish.
That's really sweet. I feel all warm and tingly inside. I see you got your baby back.
Safe now. We are happy. So happy.
I'm glad. Look, I'm trying to find Minstrel Magda. Do you know where she is?
Magda? Where is Magda?
That's what I need to know. Please, could you try and focus for a second? I really need to find Minstrel Magda.
Cup of soup, Clara? Says the soup lady. Oh, yes, please. Right you are, then. Salt nut soup, our favourite.
What do you mean? Oh, soup lady, as in soup kitchen. She runs a soup kitchen.
Soup. Soup for the poor and homeless. Warm and thick with peas and carrots in it. And not only peas and carrots, but dubious lumps too.
Where is Magda's soup kitchen?
I go down there every morning to have my soup. I do. She's nice, she is. The soup lady. You ask her nicely, I'm sure she'll give you a cup too.
Down where? The market?
We're just down the street, Clara, at the Southgate Market from sunrise till midday every day. You come by any time, you hear?
That's right. The soup kitchen. I pass right by it. Thanks, Clara. Take good care of your baby, okay? He's a beautiful pet.
Wave goodbye now. Wave goodbye, little one.
That tower looks like bad news. I'm not going in there.
Fish, snap jaws, flathead.
Minstrom Magda. I finally found her.
Hello again, dear. Did you change your mind? Would you like a cup of soup?
No, thank you. Are you Minstrom Magda?
Shh, not so loud. There are ears everywhere. Who are you? What do you want?
I'm just looking for Minstrom Magda.
I don't know any Minstrom Magda. There are no Minstrom in this city. Not anymore.
But I was told that that Minstrom...
Like I said, there are none left.
I didn't know that. I don't know anything. I was just told that Magda could help me.
And who, pray tell, told you that?
The innkeeper at the Journeyman.
Oh? And who would that be?
Her name is Benrime Salmin.
I see. So Benrime sent you to find Magda. Now why would she do a thing like that?
Because I'm not from around here.
That much is quite obvious. Very well, dear. I do believe that you're as lost as you seem to be. I'm Magda. Just Magda, mind, and you would do well to address me as such. Either that or ma'am. No titles, no honorifics. Benrime ought to have made that clear to you. I will try and assist you with any questions that you may have, and maybe even point you in the right direction. But be discreet. Like I said, there are ears everywhere.
Why can't I call you by your full name?
Minstrom is not a name. It's a title I carried before the Azadi banned the Sentinel from the city. And it's a position I no longer hold. It belongs to the past. And I don't wish to speak of it here where the walls have ears.
Who are the Azadi?
They are our protectors and our guests. They helped liberate Mercuria from the Tyran armies 10 years ago. And then they decided to stay.
So the city's under occupation?
Not at all. And you would do well not to speak ill of the Azadi, lest you fancy seeing the inside of Friar's Keep. They are here to unify and convert the Northlands in the name of their goddess. And they are very particular about their faith. It leaves precious little room for other ideas. But that's all I will tell you. I would leave the topic be if I were you.
Why did the innkeeper tell me to see you?
Most likely because I have assisted travelers like you before. But the times have changed. Mercuria has become a very dangerous place for people like yourself. For me too, but I belong here. You do not.
You think? I just want to go home.
And so you should, with haste. There's no adventure to be had here. Not anymore.
So there's nothing you can do for me?
Like I said, I will assist you with any questions you may have, and I will point you in the right direction. But that is all I can do.
Do you know anyone by the name of April Ryan?
April? I may have heard that name before. What would you with her?
I don't know. I need to find her. We have something in common, and I think she's in trouble.
And you intend to save her? How do you propose to do that?
I don't know that either. I just need to find her.
Well, I apologize, but I cannot help you there.
Can you help me get back to my world?
No, I cannot. It's too dangerous. But I can point you in the direction of someone who might be able to help you. You will need to enter Old Town. They call it the Magic Ghetto these days, after our protectors rebuilt the wall. The entrance to the ghetto is across the square. The gate is usually open, but right now the soldiers are conducting a raid. You will have to wait until they open the gates again.
Where do I go once I'm on the inside?
Seek out an artisan of the magic craft. Their skills have been mostly outlawed by the Azadi, except inside the ghetto. A practitioner of the craft might be able to help you draw on your latent talents to open a gateway. But be careful. If the Azadi were to learn of your origins and powers, they would show no mercy. You would be sent away to stand trial. They fear magic, these foreigners. They are doing their best to control it, and everyone who uses it. And I fear they may be succeeding in their endeavors. Like I said, you would stand a better chance of getting home if you visited Old Town.
What's the Magic Ghetto?
It used to be called Old Town, the oldest neighborhood in Mercuria. Now it's a prison in disguise. All magical peoples in Mercuria have been forced behind those walls to protect them from the humans. At night, the gates are closed, and there are often raids. Homes are turned upside down. Good, honest people are arrested and...
And what?
They are taken away, never to be seen again. The Azadi call them terrorists. But they are shopkeepers and tailors and poets. The only terrorists here are... But no, we do not speak ill of the Azadi. They have done so much for us.
Thank you.
You watch yourself out there. Don't get in the way of the Azadi soldiers. If they knew whence you came.
I'll be careful. Bye.
Psst. Hey. Hey.
What do you want?
I hear you're looking for a way into the ghetto.
Who told you... Oh, wait. Weren't you at the inn this morning?
Not here. There are soldiers around. Follow me.
I'm not following you anywhere.
But I can show you a way into the ghetto.
Just hold on a minute. Who are you?
My name is... It's Worm.
Worm? That doesn't exactly inspire trust.
What are you talking about?
How do I know I can trust you?
Back at the inn, I heard you say the name... April Ryan.
You know her?
I may know how to get in touch with her.
You do? How?
You'll just have to trust me.
If you overheard me talking to the innkeeper, you know I'm not from around here. I can't just follow any stranger I meet on the street. I mean, how do I know you won't lead me into a dark alley, knock me out, tie me up and drag me into a basement somewhere?
I promise I won't drag you into a basement. Besides, what choice do you have? You're stuck here, aren't you? I'm the only one who can take you to April. She's the one you're looking for, right?
Okay, fine. So I don't have much of a choice. But if you're lying to me, I'll scream. I can scream pretty loud.
I'm sure you can. I promise, no basements. Come on.
Get your fish fresh from the ocean.
Come on. Hurry up. We don't want to stay close. This is it. We're almost there. It's just around the corner. Now! Careful, Siobhan. She's a screamer. Raven will be pleased that we bagged as a spy. Asking about you. There's no question about it. She's a spy.
She does not look Azadi.
Like that matters. You can't tell and you can't trust anyone. Let's get rid of her.
Bryn?
All I'm saying is let's not take any chances. She might have a tracking spell on her for all we know.
I would have detected it. There's something peculiar about her, but no magic.
Peculiar? What did I tell you? She's a spy, all right? Come on, let's get rid of her.
Quiet. I'll speak with her. Alone.
What? Why?
Bryn, don't make me lose my patience with you. You need to trust me.
But...
Bryn, come. Now.
Fine. Fine. But don't say I didn't warn you.
So, why are you asking questions about me?
Where am I? Who are you?
I'm asking the questions here.
Wait, you're April, aren't you? I recognise you from the picture.
What? What picture?
A picture of you and your friends. Charlie and Emma. I was in your old room at the in the border house in Newport. Charlie told me about you. That you disappeared and that...
Whoa, slow down, slow down. You know Charlie and Emma? How's that even... How are they doing?
I only just met them. At the Fringe. Back in my world.
Stark. I'm guessing you're not a spy.
I don't even know how I got here. Last thing I remember, I was at the Fringe. I was going upstairs to make a call, and then... black. When I woke up, I was in this strange place. A subterranean city. And there were these creatures. I had to fight them. And all the time I was saying to myself, it's just a dream, Zoe, just a dream. Except
it's no dream. I know the feeling. When I first came here, I refused to believe what my eyes and ears were telling me. But you learn to accept the truth. You have to. You're a shifter. You've traveled through the divide between worlds. You're in Arcadia.
A shifter? That's what Ben Rime and Minstrom Magda told me. What's a shifter?
It'll take too long to explain. You're special. How's that? You can travel between worlds.
Travel? So how do I get back to our world?
Your world, not mine. You just do it. Once you learn how, it's like blinking with your mind.
But I can't even remember how I got here in the first place.
First couple of times, it's hard. It's easier when you're asleep.
I wasn't sleeping. At least, I don't think I was. It's fuzzy.
I'm sure you'll figure it out. What's your name?
Zoe.
Look, Zoe, I'd let you go, but I don't want you walking around out there asking questions, drawing attention to yourself. We'll have to put you somewhere safe until you can find your way back to Stark.
No, I'm here now and I need your help.
What? Why?
Something's happening back in the real world, in my world, and I think you're connected to it somehow. I've been receiving this strange message, like I don't know, a vision broadcast through the wire. I keep seeing a snowy landscape with a scary black house that looks like a doll's house, and a little girl. Find April Ryan, she says. Save her. Over and over again.
Receiving? How? Through dreams?
No, on screens. It's like some kind of static interference. What does it mean?
Don't ask me. I don't need saving. You've got the wrong woman.
I don't think so. This girl, she led me to your room where I found the picture. It can't be a coincidence.
It can't? You're sure about that? Look, Stark's not my world anymore. You got problems, you figure them out. That's what I had to do. I'm done with the saving of the world. Ask someone else.
But
I'll help you get back. It's either that, or we lock you up somewhere until you figure out how to use your powers.
And what do I tell your friends?
Tell them whatever you want. The April Ryan they knew is dead. I'm not part of their world anymore.
So you're not going to help me? You're not curious to find out why I keep getting these messages about you? What if something big is going down and...
Like I said, not my problem. I've played my part. Just leave me alone. Now, do you want to go back or not?
I do. Of course I do.
Good. Like I said, if this doesn't work, we'll have to make other arrangements. We're going to put you under hypnosis and unlock the part of your subconscious that controls your shifting powers. Lie down on that bed, and I'll be right back.
What are you going to do?
There's a part of you that knows how to travel. I will help you remember what you have not yet learned.
And I'll end up back in Newport.
Can't guarantee you that. You might end up somewhere else. Just try and focus on a familiar place. A safe place.
So you're not going to help me?
You don't need my help. Lie still.
What's she talking about?
Something's going on back in our world. A good friend of mine's disappeared and
you need to not talk. Or would you rather have me lock you up?
And I think April can help me find out what's happened to him and why. So why won't you?
Because I have enough trouble in my life already. Because I'm fighting a war and because I'm done with your world. Now this is your final chance. Close your eyes. Breathe slowly. Don't speak. Listen to Naane's voice.
Ne'a, Amam, Ayan An. Listen to my voice. Let it carry you into yourself, into the secret places in your mind. Ane An, Ayan An, Ayan An.
I don't feel a thing. What's this supposed to...
What just happened?
I do not know, April An. She did not open a shift. And her clothes...
They're still here. Where did she go?
I do not know. I have never seen anything like it. It is almost as though she was smoke blown away by a wind.
Is she dead?
I cannot say. I do not feel her here, in this world. But I will say this. I do not think this girl is a shifter.
Then what is she? And where did she go?
You boys might make warriors someday. Ah, your enemies will tremble before you. Better!
I stand humbled before you, Apostle.
Amarlan has proven to be a good student and a worthy opponent. He might become an apostle himself soon.
It was an honor to be defeated by you, Apostle.
Those few who were allowed into the war garden, inside the Sixth Circle, are the finest soldiers in the Empire.
Your skill with the blade is beyond compare, Apostle.
Garamon has been my mentor and guide for as long as I can recall. He saw potential in me when I was just a motherless boy. For that, I will always be grateful to him.
Not bad, Kian. You did well out there today.
Thank you, Master, but your praise shames me. The light of the goddess blinds my opponents and guides my sword to victory.
Your skill with the sword is unmatched, Kian, and so is your faith, but the one does not equate with the other.
What do you mean, Master?
Your devotion to your faith and your prowess with a blade should never be confused. Religion and war mix as well as dry grass and a flaming torch.
How can that be? I hold my sword in the name of my faith, and my faith is the shield that protects me from harm. They are like two rings intertwined.
Or like a pair of snakes eating each other's tails. Don't be blinded by rhetoric, Kian. I've taught you better than that.
But the mission, Garmon.
Politics! When did you become a woman? Your dedication to the mission is a waste of your potential and your time. With great talent comes great responsibility. You could be a powerful man, Kian. Instead, you've chosen life as a puppet. A puppet!
Well, you've never approved of my calling. But I have pledged my life to the goddess, and I have vowed to protect her word.
The word of the goddess does not require your protection, and you have pledged your life to the Six, not the goddess. Don't confuse the two.
On this, we will never see eye to eye, Master. I am an apostle of the faith, and I have...
1,000 pardons, Apostle.
Excuse me, Master. Yes, Childena.
The Six require your presence, Apostle.
When?
My apologies, Apostle. They said to bring you immediately.
Thank you. Master, forgive me.
Of course, Kian. You're excused. We will continue practice without you. Amidon! Nozan! Into the ring! And try not to swing your swords like shy little schoolgirls this time around!
Please, Apostle, we must hurry.
You look like two
Follow
lovers
me,
out for
Apostle.
a stroll in the moonlight! Fight, don't dance! Lift that arm!
Child Enna wants me to follow her to the council room to see the Six.
They are waiting, Apostle.
Goddess have mercy. There's no hope for any of you.
These soldiers are charged with the protection of the Six and of the council. It is a great honor to be considered for such a duty.
Please enter, Apostle.
The Six await.
Apostle, our apologies for calling you away while you were training.
We know that you are busy with the initiates, but this could not wait.
We have just had word from our armies in the east, and it worries us deeply.
Our dearest Apostle, we have a very important task for you.
Yes, mistress.
Apostle, you know how some Eastlanders still resist our noble efforts at uniting their fractured nations and bringing the word to their goddessless lives. The mission continues unabated, of course. Nothing shall stand between the glory of the goddess and those lost ones who have strayed from her light. But still there are a few who have chosen to oppose us. Those misguided pagans have become a dangerous obstacle in the path.
Apostle Kian, we need you to travel east to those heathen lands, to bring the word to the heretics.
There is a man who leads these rebellious few, these insurgents. A man whose hands are soiled with the blood of many trueborn. A daemon.
You must travel tonight to the Havens, Apostle,
and board a cloud ship bound for the city of Marcuria. When you reach your destination, you will seek out this man, this butcher. They call him the Scorpion. You must seek him out, and you must convert him.
By the letting of his blood, he shall be reborn into the next life, where he may find forgiveness in the glory of the goddess.
Find this rebel leader, this Scorpion, and let your blade kiss his throat. This is your mission, Cian Alvane.
As you please, mistress. Your word is my path.
You will leave now with haste. May the goddess be with you, Apostle. And mind the Scorpion does not sting you before you sting him.
I shall be vigilant, mistress. Blessed be the goddess. Blessed be the path. Blessed be the word. Blessed be the mission.
Can we trust him?
If not him, then who? He is our most faithful apostle.
He knows not to question our word. He will complete his mission.
The prophet was adamant. There is much resting on this task. It is the last obstacle, the prophet said. When it is done,
the light of the goddess will wash across the world like a tidal wave, drowning all those who lack faith.
May that day come swiftly, and may the goddess aid the apostle in his mission. The future of our empire rests on his shoulders now.
When the day comes, you have to fight a real enemy. May the goddess take your souls swiftly. You look like two lovers out for a stroll in the moonlight. Fight, don't dance!
I am being sent to the Havens tonight, Master. A cloud ship will take me east across the ocean. I must leave with haste.
With haste? I see. Another heathen who needs converting.
There's great darkness in this world. Is it not our duty to illuminate the darkness with the light of the goddess?
We cannot make the sun rise in the dead of night, Cian. Like everyone else, we must wait for dawn.
Must we have this discussion again, Master? It seems to me you question everything I believe in.
Not so, Cian. You know I'm a man of faith. What I am questioning is our right to impose our faith on others. I've been to these eastern lands and they...
And is it not a place full of darkness and sin? Would it not be better off under the guiding light of our faith and the mercy of the goddess?
What would you have me answer? There is indeed arrogance, oppression, murder and fear in those lands. But there's also beauty, freedom and humility. And the brightest day has the darkest shadows, Cian. Remember that.
I must depart now, Master. The cloud ship leaves the Havens at first light, and my duty beckons.
Duty or no duty? Do only what you yourself believe to be right, and not what others tell you is right. I'll see you when you get back. You can tell me all about the Eastlanders, and how you rescued their maidens from a life of sin. May you walk with the goddess, Cian.
And the light of the goddess upon you, Master Gama.
You all right, girl?
Where am I?
You're still at the Friends. You don't remember?
I don't know. How did I get back here?
Back? You haven't moved all night. A couple of guests found you passed out. You were drugged.
What?
That's what it looks like. I checked the cameras, but there was nothing on them. The crystals were wiped. When we found you last night, I called a friend of mine, a doctor. She came by and checked you out. She said you were on some kind of synth, but that you'd sleep it off. So I closed the room and kept an eye on you all night.
That's not possible. I was somewhere else. April, she...
What?
I met April Ryan. I was in Arcadia, the place she spoke about. I was there. So I couldn't possibly have been here.
Zoe, look, I've been checking in on you every 15 minutes all night long. You couldn't have gone anywhere without me noticing. You were fed some kind of hallucinogenic. You've probably been having very vivid dreams.
That's impossible. I was there. I spoke with April. She wasn't very cooperative. But I did speak with her.
All I know is that you've been sleeping right here since we found you. You left Emma and me at the table to make a call. 20 minutes later, some guests found you passed out in the booth. They gave up their reservation quite willingly. They didn't want to get involved.
Sorry about that.
Sorry? Girl, it's not your fault that someone drugged you. But you might want to consider getting out of this before you get hurt.
I can't just abandon Reza.
I'm sure he doesn't want you to put yourself at risk like this.
Did you see whoever did this to me?
You don't remember anything?
No. Last night's a blur. The first thing I remember is waking up in... No, I don't remember anything from the Fringe.
I didn't see anyone. But apparently our friend Marcus Crozier checked in just before the incident. And he brought 2 guests.
Wait. I remember... part of it. Marcus. The twins.
Twins?
They're working together. They were in Reza's apartment back in Casablanca, and they were here last night.
So they must have been the ones who drugged you.
Maybe. But I don't understand why they didn't just... kill me. I mean, that's the second time they've attacked me, and I'm still walking.
If there's one thing I've learned, it's not to look a gift horse in the mouth. You're alive. Don't ask too many questions.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I should just go home while I'm still... After all, Marcus turned out to be a big mistake on my part. And if Reza's gotten himself into something really dangerous... Besides, I don't know where to go from here. I might as well head back to Casablanca and wait for Reza to get in touch with me.
That sounds like a good idea, girl. How do you feel?
A bit woozy. But pretty good, considering. Did Emma leave already?
Early this morning. She has a show later today in Moscow. I promised I'd keep her updated.
So what are you going to tell her?
I don't know. What you just told me, I guess. Who knows? Even if it was a dream, maybe you really did speak with April.
It felt real enough. I don't know. I need to sort things out in my head. I guess I will go home. I don't feel like crossing paths with Marcus or the twins again.
They were probably just trying to scare you. Your friend seems to be onto a pretty big story.
Yeah. I just hope that... Ow.
You okay, Zoe?
Just my head. Yeah, I'm okay.
You can stay here as long as you need to. And I can call my doctor friend again. No need to go to a hospital.
No, I should go home. Thanks, Charlie. I really appreciate it.
No problem, girl. Drop by if you're ever in town again, and keep me updated if you find your friend or if you hear from April.
I will, Charlie. Thanks for everything. What a mysterious and completely irrelevant door.
Hola, sweetie, it's me. Where are you?
Hi, Liv. I'm still in Newport, but I'm on my way home. Any news?
Yes, you're going to Japan.
Japan?
I decrypted Reza's notes. Well, most of them. Okay, some of them. I'm still working on it, but I found out that he was investigating Watticorp.
Watticorp? Really? My God, that's pretty huge. What was he investigating?
Don't know yet, sweetie, but he was in contact with 2 people at Watti, one of whom was the dead girl in his apartment. From his notes, my guess is that after leaving Newport, he would be heading to Watti City, on the island of Hokkaido in northern Japan. That's where Waticorp HQ is located. That's also everything I've got so far, I'm afraid. I'll keep working on Reza's notes, and I'll have more info for you when you get there.
You mean Japan?
You know, I'd try and convince you not to go, but you seemed pretty set on tracking Reza down, and all signs point to Japan.
I know. I have to keep going. I can't give up. Not now, not this time. This is too important. If I quit...
Is everything all right, Zoe?
Yes and no. I'm fine. I'm not hurt or anything, but... things have happened. Oh, I don't have time to get into it right now. But it'll make a hell of a story someday.
As long as you're okay, sweetie. Like I said, I'll keep working on the notepad, and I'll call you when you get to Wati City. Safe journey.
All right, Liv. Take care.
All right, so tell me about the tower.
It is as most things Azadi, large, wasteful, and arrogant. I have never seen its like. They are building a ladder to the heavens.
Maybe it's a temple of sorts. I may not know a lot about the enemy, but they're pretty religious.
To call the Azadi religious would be like calling the sun warm. Their faith is all they have. If we shake that, the war is ours.
I don't think that's a viable strategy, Chuan. But it's good to know that they have a weakness. Faith is a double-edged sword.
This tower of theirs may be another weakness. When I was there earlier, I noticed they were still building. They have put up wooden platforms for the workers to climb.
Scaffolds. Next to the tower?
On the tower. If one were to climb it, one might find a way into the tower.
Perfect. I need to check it out for myself. That tower must be very important to the Azadi. And like you said, it could be another weakness of theirs.
You will go alone.
I need to. If there are more of us,
We are easier to spot. And if you are caught, someone still needs to return to the city with the supplies. That is our mission.
That's our mission, Chuan. I'll be back before dawn.
Watch your back, Raven.
If I would trust anyone with my life, it would be Chuan. He's never let me down, and he's never going to abandon the fight.
Watch your back, Raven.
So, what are we doing tonight?
We are not doing anything. You're staying here with Chuan. I'm going out.
What? You can't go on a mission without us.
I'm not going on a mission, Bryn. I'm just taking a walk.
Right. And that girl didn't ask you for help.
Which girl?
The one who disappeared. The one from that place that we can't talk about. She asked for your help, and you just dismissed her.
Bryn, you don't understand. That girl Zoe, she was asking for the impossible. I left her world behind a decade ago. I swore to never go back, and now I can't, even if I wanted to. There are other matters to attend to, other people who depend on me, on us. Whatever it was she was asking for, she'll have to find it somewhere else. Trust me, it's not impossible.
I don't agree. If you hadn't risked your life to save mine, I wouldn't be here now. I wouldn't be fighting on your side, and there'd be a lot more Azadi walking around. You took a chance when you killed those soldiers back then, and it paid off, didn't it? I'm alive, and I'm on your team. It was risky, but it was the right thing to do.
It's not the same thing. This is our world. Whatever goes on in the other world, it doesn't concern us.
I think you're wrong, but it doesn't matter what I think. I'm still just a kid to you, right?
Bryn! Bryn! Naane joined my outfit only a few months ago, but she's proven to be a valuable asset. Her magic is very powerful.
Will you need any assistance tonight, April on?
I'll go alone. There may not be a curfew yet, but the soldiers will still notice 2 or 3 where they would ignore 1.
That is true, and I need to speak with someone who can supply us with the herbs, potions, and medicines we need.
Well, with Torbear in jail and Hamish doing business with the Azadi, Old Town's our best bet, but it closes with the sun.
Tomorrow morning, then. First thing.
Sounds good, but you'll have to go alone. Chuan and Bryn are taking care of the food tomorrow. Benrime's helping them get in touch with some sympathizers.
So be it. I shall make inquiries in Old Town in the morning. May the stars shine on you and your endeavors tonight, April on. Or what is it you sometimes say? Break a foot?
Break a leg. But I like May the Stars Shine on You better, Naane. I wish I could just sit down, gaze into the fire, and forget everything. But I can't. Benrime's burned all the forbidden books, and she's bought a bunch of Azadi-approved ones. No one reads those. I don't know any of the people who come here anymore.
The ambience here in the Journeyman sure has changed since my last visit to the city.
Benrime. She's the one thing in my life that hasn't changed in the past decade.
Where are you going at this hour?
Business. I may return late.
Well, you know where the key is, April.
Keep an eye on Bryn. Make sure he doesn't follow me.
That boy. He takes after you, April. He adores you. You have a responsibility to...
Responsibility? There's that word again. He's an adult. I can't babysit Bryn forever.
You saved his life. You're the only family he has. Do not forget that. You may seek danger, even death yourself. But do not forget that others rely on you.
They should find someone else to rely on. I can't be anyone's guardian angel. Or mother.
You have little faith in yourself and others, child. But I shall not bother you with my lecturing anymore. I have work to do. Good luck tonight. Whatever it is you're doing. Take care of yourself. If not for your sake, then for everyone else's.
I don't know any of the people.
It's a bit quiet these days, but Benrime still serves the best food and drink in town. No question about it.
This is one of the few places left that looks exactly like it did before the Azadi came, except for that modern beer tap.
What are you doing? Alarm! 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 Rebels! Need some help here!
I should be able to climb all the way up to the bridge between the tower and the new barracks. That must be the Azadi emissary, Saya. I've never seen her up close before. Who's she talking to?
The delays are out of my hands, Prophet. Rebel raids in the north have impeded deliveries of the necessary raw materials, and further reinforcements from Sadir are not... Of course, I understand perfectly. We will finish on time. We have taken on more workers, and we are making progress by the day. We will reclaim the time lost, Prophet. The tower will stand ready for the inauguration. I swear by the Six that I shall not disappoint you. Sadir has sent an apostle to take care of that particular problem. They say that he is one of the best, though I have yet to meet him in person. He arrives soon. As you wish, Prophet. I will put my most trusted man to the task. Please, Yes. You have made that abundantly clear on several occasions. It will not come to that. I will not fail you. All will be as you have asked, Prophet. May the goddess bless your path, Prophet. Her light will wash across this world and cleanse it of evil.
That was strange. I should try and follow him, find out who this mysterious person is.
Elisa, bring me my supper. I shall be dining in my office tonight.
The guards are a bit more vigilant at night. I should stay away from them. Hey, that's the man I saw in the emissary's office. I should follow him. I'd like to find out who this prophet is. Benrime?
Yes, what is... Oh, April. You've returned. Good. Did you want something?
Where did the man in the cloak go?
Who?
The man who just walked through the door. He was wearing a hooded cloak.
No one fitting that description has been in here, April. It's a slow night, I would have noticed.
That's impossible. I saw him walk in here with my own eyes.
Well, I may be old, child, but I am not blind. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do.
I know I saw him walk in here. He couldn't have just vanished. Benrime installed that mechanical beer tap to stay on good terms with the Azadi. She hates using it. It keeps breaking down.
Olivia?
Yes, sweetie, it's me. Are you... Yusuf Reza?
What? You're breaking up, Liv.
Static's getting worse by the hour. Parts of the wire are down. Can you hear me?
Barely. This is crazy.
I know. We'll have to keep it short. Any news about Reza?
Not yet, but I just arrived in Wati City.
What's it like there?
Nice. Chilly, but nice. What's going on?
Still working. Rez has contacted Waticorp. He protects his sources well. In the meantime, you'll need to find a way inside the corporate campus.
I didn't get all of that, Liv, but call me when you have a name, okay? Hello?
Won't take long. The encryption's military grade, but I'm almost there.
Okay, that's good. I should get going. Oh, and Olivia?
Yes, sweetie?
Thank you. I really appreciate the help.
Don't be silly. Friend too. I'd turn the world upside down to find him.
I know. Thanks anyway.
The connection's deteriorating, sweetie. I'll get back to work and ring you up as soon as I have something. Bye!
I think most everyone here works for Waticorp.
Wati City was built by Waticorp. There's no place like it. It's safe, clean, and everyone's part of the happy Wati family.
There's only chewing gum left. I don't even like gum. Every pack comes with a special Wati sticker. Okay, that's something. I'll need to use my mobile to make a purchase. Hey, there's a free sticker inside. Ticket machine. It sells tickets to the Waticorp Museum. Out of order. Please purchase your tickets at the ticket office. So typical. I need my mobile to use the machine. This is a one-company town, which means that everyone works for Waticorp.
Everyone's waiting for Waticorp to reveal what Project Alchera is all about. I think it's a new robot to replace the Watilla.
The ticket office is closed. Of course. This just isn't my day. Hello? Anyone there? No, of course not. That would be too easy. It's empty. The dustbin automatically incinerates its contents every 10 minutes or so. It looks like he's waiting for someone.
Should be here by now.
Sumimasen?
Huh? Gomenasai. I thought you were someone else. I apologize.
Who did you think I was?
Huh? Oh, my fiancée, Yuriko. She's late. She's never this late. I tried calling her, but there was just static. Who am I kidding? She probably decided not to come.
I'm sure that's not the case. She was probably just held up somewhere.
You don't know her like I do. She's very fastidious. She would have called. No, I have neglected her one time too many, and now she's left me.
But...
I can't wait for her anymore. I have to go.
It's empty. The dustbin automatically incinerates its contents every 10 minutes or so. The sticker seems to hold the two pieces together well. I wonder if the ticket still works. Well, there's only one way to find out. I think most everyone here works for Waticorp. There are lots of professionals in this city.
I've been thinking about leaving Wadi City and moving to Africa. My options are a bit limited here.
I think most everyone...
My daughter works over on the main campus, across the canyon. She's doing a lot of overtime. I haven't seen her in weeks.
She looks really sad. Hello there.
Oh. Hello, miss.
My name's Zoe. What's yours?
Oh. I'm Riko, Miss Zoe-san.
Nice to meet you, Riko.
Nice to meet you, too.
Are you okay, Riko? You don't look very happy.
Oh. Well, my big brother Ren was supposed to look after me while grandmother and my little brother Hiro went to the museum. But then Ren met this girl and he left me here by myself. Now Uba-san and Hiro are at the museum and I don't have a ticket.
That doesn't sound very nice of Ren.
He likes girls. More than he likes me, anyway.
Well, honey, that's men for you. Can't you just call your grandma?
I tried, but I can't get through. And since the machine is broken, I can't buy a ticket. So now I have to wait here until they come back.
Do you know how to get to the museum?
Oh, yes, you have to ride the cable car, but you need a ticket to do that.
Where can I buy a ticket?
The ticket office is closed on Sundays, and the machine is broken, so you can't.
She's definitely waiting for someone. That must be the guy's girlfriend. Hi, are you waiting for someone?
What? Yes. Oh, no. Not exactly. Someone was waiting for me, only he probably left already. I'm very late.
You had a date with your boyfriend to visit the museum?
How did you know?
He was here waiting for you, but he left a little while ago.
He did. Was he upset? Did he say anything?
He seemed to believe you weren't going to show up, and that it was all his fault.
Oh no! I tried to get here in time, but my train was held up. I even tried to call, but there was only static. I didn't mean to do this to him.
You tried your best to get here on time. Don't blame yourself. Blame him for leaving.
I guess you're right. There's not much I can do about it now. I think I'll just go home.
There are lots of professionals in this city.
All eyes will be on Waticorp in the very near future, I'm sure.
Ticket. Oh, okay. It's for getting into the cable car and across the canyon to the museum. I can't give her my ticket. I need it more than she does.
Oh, hello, Miss Zoe-san.
Hi, Rico. Do you know how to get to...
Oh.
Where can I buy a ticket?
The ticket...
I can't give her my
Welcome to Waticorp, inventors of the Watilla, the Bunny Bot, and the most popular and advanced entertainment technology in the world. Please take a seat and stand clear of the closing doors. We will be departing shortly. You're about to go on an exciting journey into the heart of Waticorp and experience the amazing history behind one of the planet's most successful corporations. From the Wati entertainment system to the Watilla and beyond, Waticorp has provided mankind with love, happiness, and billions of hours of entertainment. And in just a few months, Wati will unveil a revolution in home entertainment with the most exciting new product in our 200-year history, Project Altera. This is a great time to be part of our ever-expanding happy family. The future of entertainment is Wati bright. Please ensure that you have all your belongings with you when you leave the car. Enjoy your visit to the Waticorp Museum.
Hey, so do you have a name for me?
The name. Told you I'd... Encryption. So, are you inside yet?
The line's even worse than before, Liv. I can barely hear you.
Hold on, let me... There. I've switched us over to a classified eye channel. That should stabilize things quite a bit. Of course, the Eyes Agent software will also light up like a Christmas tree, so we need to be quick. Are you inside Waticorp yet?
Working on it.
Atta girl. So, the person you need to get in touch with is one Damien Kavanaugh, with a C. And an A-U-G-H. And an A-V-A-N in the middle. Reza was in touch with Kavanaugh through Rio Kuruki, the dead girl in his apartment. Rio and Damien worked together.
I remember Reza talking to Rio on the phone when I last saw him. So Damien Kavanaugh's the source. How do I find him?
He's a resident of Wati City, but he's not currently on the wire. I believe Waticorp's shielded. Mobiles won't work inside the main campus. If he's not on the wire, he must be at work. Either that or the static's messing things up.
We'll have to bet on the former, since I'm already heading into the Lion's Den. Where exactly does he work?
Don't know. I could dig into the Wati databank, but it might trigger some alarms. And we don't want to trigger any alarms, sweetie. I do know that Rio Kuruki worked as a systems analyst in biotech and that Kavanaugh's in software. I'll keep digging, and I'll send you a message if I find any more info on the guy. We should stick to just messages from now on. This connection's too risky, and the static's interfering with everything else.
Okay. I will find him. I have to find him.
Good luck, sweetie, and be careful. Shit, agents have locked on. Gotta run.
Liv? Olivia? I hope she's okay.
What are you doing? Get away from there. That exhibit is very expensive. It's not meant to be touched.
Hero, what are you doing? I told him to keep his hands off the exhibit, sir. I apologize for my grandson's behavior.
You should do a better job of keeping your grandson in check, ma'am.
If you do that again, Hero, we're going straight home, and you're not getting any dessert tonight.
I shouldn't have let her drag me up here. She makes the worst choices. I could have been scuba diving in the Philippines right now.
He looks just right for the job.
Enjoy your stay at the Waticorp Museum, ma'am.
Before a more realistic, gorilla-like Watilla was put into production, this early prototype was tested in limited release. It had many of the same mannerisms as the final Watilla, but it lacked our favorite friend's furry appearance and soothing personality. Unlike the Watilla we know today, the prototype was also programmed to randomly wet itself, a feature that met with much controversy and frustration.
He looks a bit glum.
The first bunny bot was 10 feet tall and weighed more than 300 kilograms. After several unfortunate casualties, of which Waticorp has been completely absolved, a smaller and lighter version was put into production. The bunny bot has remained one of Waticorp's most popular toy bots, and it's still being sold to happy children and concerned adults across the world today. The original Roboy has gone through many design changes in the past century. These two versions, from 2132 and 2159 respectively, were slight variations on Dr. Pete's original award-winning design. The Roboy on the right-hand side of the display is still considered by some to be what is ultimate marriage between form and function. The fourth generation Watilla, introduced in 2198, has become the most successful toybot in history. With its complex emotional response system and friendly demeanor, the Watilla is a beloved friend and companion for billions of children and adults. What's next for Watty's favorite toybot? We aren't telling, but the future sure looks Watterific. Little Big Cat was Watty Corp's first furry toybot. Accompanied by a very popular animated show, The Amazing Adventures of Little Big Cat and Bob, it proved to be a huge success. The show ran for 8 years and ended with a very special episode where Bob, the reformed child murderer, killed, boiled, and ate Little Big Cat. Fans have been demanding the return of Little Big Cat, and Watty Corp is currently considering bringing this popular and twisted toybot back to the market and to your screens. Roboy, seen here in its original version, was Watty Corp's 5th generation humanoid robot. Designed by Dr. Alvin Peets himself and released in 2104, it became an immediate bestseller. This particular design lasted for almost 20 years. Roboy is known for his winning personality, his helpful attitude, and his dogged persistence. He is also known for being the first robot with ADHD. The first after the
He looks a bit... Hi there. Not a big talker, are you? Or maybe you're just shy. Okay. Do you want some gum?
Yes! Only, I'm not supposed to take candy from strangers. Or talk to strangers. Or look at strangers.
It's not really candy. It's gum.
Really? Okay. Thank you. It's really good.
She's enjoying herself.
I love coming to the museum. It's so clean and quiet. But I don't much care for the exhibits. They're too garish.
It's a staff-only entrance. It probably leads into the main building, which is exactly where I need to be.
I apologize for the mess. We had some trouble with one of the exhibits. It went berserk. Don't worry, almost no one was seriously hurt.
He looks so much happier now. Hello again. Still nothing? Okay. Touching the exhibits will trigger the alarm.
Please, ma'am, do not touch the exhibits.
Before Amor, it had, unlike...
Please stay away from the exhibits. If you touch them, the alarm goes off and I have to manually reset it.
Hello again. Still nothing?
The fourth, with its what's next.
Touching the exhibits will...
I told you not to touch the exhibits. Why do you persist in torturing me? To learn more about the exhibits, just touch the icons. That's it. I've had it with you. I'm calling security. Please stay away from the exhibits. If you touch them, the alarm goes off, and I have to manually reset it. Enjoy your stay at the Wadi Corp Museum, ma'am.
Roboy, Ro...
Who cares about that big announcement of theirs? It's all kid stuff anyway.
Hey!
That door is for staff only.
Really? I'm sorry. I was, looking for a bathroom.
No bathroom, staff only. Sorry.
The only way I'm getting past that is if Olivia gives me a hand. Not literally, of course. That would be so wrong.
Hey!
You again. Didn't I tell you to stay away from that door? That's for staff only.
Oops, my bad.
I told you already. No bathroom.
Right. Sorry.
Hey!
All right, that's enough. Get away from there.
It was an accident, I swear.
The next time, I'm calling security.
It's a biometric scanner, probably linked to some primary authentication mechanism, like a voice code or an access card. I never leave home without my mobile. Almost never.
Hey!
Didn't I warn you? Stay right there. Security's on its way.
But...
Stay there. Don't move.
Hey!
Didn't I warn you? Stay right there. Security's on its way.
But...
Stay...
It's a staff entrance into the other part of the building. It's a staff entrance.
Hey!
Didn't I warn...
But...